Welcome to this new tutorial of the series Data Mining Concepts and Techniques. We are learning cluster analysis, chapter. In that, today we will see his hierarchical methods. So hierarchical methods are very important methods in cluster analysis basically. So in today's session we will see what is hierarchical method and what are the different applications of this hierarchical method and how we will find the cluster analysis with the help of hierarchical methods. So let's get started. So hierarchical clustering. What is the hierarchical clustering? It uses the distance matrix as a clustering criteria. This method does not require number of clusters k. As the k is required in the k-means clustering, that is the partitioning method, but in the hierarchical clustering, the k is not required, but needs a termination condition. But in hierarchical clustering, the termination condition is needed. Okay, this is the difference between partitioning method and hierarchical method. Okay, so there are different steps in hierarchical clustering: step 0, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. In agglomerative, that is Agnes, and in divisive, that is Diana. The flow is different in agglomerative. The forward flow is there and the backward flow is there in divisive method in same hierarchical clustering. So these two methods are uh, different methods in hierarchical clustering. Okay, if you consider the A, B, C, D, E as the initial step or the input, then we will find the hierarchy of this. That is A, B is here, then C, D, E is here. Okay, from D, this D is formed, and from this the CD is formed, and from these two A, B and C, D, the A, B, C, D, E is formed here. So this is the agglomerative method, and in opposite the divisive method is there. So we will see the agglomerative nesting method in detail now. It is introduced by Kaufman and Russo in 1990. Okay, it is implemented in statistical packages, for example S plus. Then it uses the single link method and the dissimilarity matrix. Okay, then it merge nodes that have the least similarity and go on in a non-descending fashion. So if we consider this, the different clusters are there, then we will cluster this into a single link. Okay, and we will merge nodes that have the least similarity. So this is the merging. Okay, here. So this is the agglomerative method which we have seen earlier with the ABCDE example also. So dendrogram shows how clusters are merged. So decompose data objects into several levels of nested partitioning. That is the tree of clusters called as a dendrogram. Dendrogram is one of the method in this hierarchical clustering. A clustering of the data objects is obtained by cutting the dendrogram at the desired level, and then each connected component forms a cluster. Okay, the example shown here, the dendrogram and its merging. Then the next method is DINA. Okay, it is a divisive analysis, which we have seen earlier, the overview of this method. It is in reverse direction as compared to the agglomerative method. Okay, it is introduced in Kaufman and Russo in 1990, implemented in statistical packages like S plus, and it is inverse order of Agnes. So if you consider the merging in Agnes in the last step, this is the input for this DINA, okay, divisive analysis, and the opposite methods are method is done, and the eventually each node forms a cluster on its own at the end. Okay, this is the output of the DINA, that is divisive analysis method. Okay, the distance between clusters. How we find the distance between cluster? So there are different terms. to find the distance between cluster. The first term is single link. Okay, single link means what? The smallest distance between an element in one cluster and an element in other cluster. So this is the single link. It is the smallest distance between one cluster point to other cluster point. Then the second term is complete link. Complete link means what? The largest distance between an element in one cluster and then element in between other element. So single link is minimum distance and complete link is maximum distance. Then the average term is used when the average distance between an element in one cluster and in element in other cluster. So if we take the average of these distances, then it is average term. The centroid means the distance between the centroids of two clusters. Okay, the distance between the centroids of two clusters is given here. Okay, medoid means the distance between the medoids of two clusters. Medoid, chosen centrally located objects in the clusters. This means the medoid, which we have seen earlier. So these are the some of the terms for distance between clusters. Okay, hope you understood the single link, complete link, average, centroid and medoid. The centroid radius and diameter of a cluster. So the centroid means the middle of the cluster. Okay, the radius means the square root of average distance from any point of the cluster to its centroid, and the diameter means the square root of average mean squared distance between all pairs of points in cluster. So the formulas are given for centroid, radius and diameter. So the last point of the hierarchical clustering is extensions to hierarchical clustering. So what are the extensions for hierarchical clustering are there? The extensions for hierarchical clustering are: the major weakness of agglomerative clustering method is it can never undo what was done previously. So undoing is not done, that is the major weakness, and it do not scale well. If you want to scale this method to high extent, and the performance is less. So the integration of hierarchical and distance based clustering is there. So these are some of the extensions to hierarchical clustering. So the method called as a BIRCH, okay, BIRCH, and it uses the CF tree and incrementally adjusts the quality of subcenter. So the different technique is used in BIRCH, okay, to improve the basic hierarchical clustering, that is agglomerative clustering and the DINA, okay. And the next technique in the extension to hierarchical clustering is chameleon. Okay, it is introduced in 1999, and chameleon means the hierarchical clustering using dynamic modeling. So these are some of the extensions to hierarchical clustering. Okay, and the probabilistic clustering, hierarchical clustering is the algorithmic hierarchical clustering and the probabilistic hierarchical clustering. So the algorithmic hierarchical clustering points are: it is non-trivial, it is hard to handle missing attribute value, and optimization goal not clear in algorithmic hierarchical clustering. But in probabilistic hierarchical clustering, it uses the probabilistic models to measure distance between clusters, and it is a generative model, okay, basically, and it is easy to understand, the same efficiency as algorithmic agglomerative clustering method, but can handle partially observed data also. So this is all about the agglomerative versus probabilistic hierarchical clustering and the probabilistic hierarchical method. So this is all about the very important today's session. Hope you like this video. Okay, like, comment and share this video to your friends, and if you are new to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. Keep learning, keep watching. Thank you. Jai Hind.